$110 million will now go toward a few different things, but primarily rebuilding Moorhead High School and then buying the Sam's Club building and creating a career academy over there. The Superintendent of Public Schools, Mr. Brandon Lunak, is here in studio with us this morning. Brandon, good to see you. Congratulations. I guess we'll start with that.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that.
You know what? Let me say this first because I said it earlier in the show. Somewhere Dr. Kovash is smiling today, don't you think?
Yeah, I would agree with that statement. Her legacy started this ball rolling with the Portrait of a Graduate, which was a committee that she established to establish the qualities and the traits that we want to see, or the community wants to see, in a Moorhead High graduate. And that rolled into the portrait, not a Portrait of a Graduate, but the High School Facilities Task Force, which started their work last September.
Yeah.
And now culminated with this vote last night. So yeah, I think she'd be very happy with the results.
You get this thing through 76-24 on the percentages, 5,400 yes votes, 1,700 no votes. I always say with school elections these days, I'm never shocked when they go one way or the other, but I am surprised when the numbers turn out to be as lopsided as they were. Were you surprised?
Yeah, to be honest, I was surprised. I think members in the room last night were cautiously optimistic that it would pass, and then as the numbers came rolling in, I think we were obviously humbled and very happy and thankful for the support that the community continues to give us.
Why do you think the numbers turned out as strong as they did?
Well, I think number one, I think the plan was the most economical plan. I think the plan was community driven by over 50 task force members from the high school facilities task force, and I just believe overall that Moorhead, the community of Moorhead, believes in education and values education, and that was shown last night by the strong showing.
I have to believe that the idea of the Career Academy in the Sam's Club building probably also maybe got some people off the couch that maybe wouldn't have to, and have said, you know what, I like this. We need the tech jobs, and we need some of these trades to really be part front and center in education, maybe in a different way. I've got to think that helped a little bit too.
Yeah, I think that did. I had the day before the vote, I had one individual say that he was voting for the plan exclusively because of the Career Academy. So I think, Steve, your assessment is spot on in terms of the impact that the Career Academy will have. I think that for us, the Career Academy was and will continue to, as it evolves here, will be a game changer for our school district.
How do you envision this working? Will it be a building that kids might go to all day, or will they be at the high school for a little bit and then maybe go over for a class or two and then come back? How do you envision this all working?
We're still ironing out those details. We didn't want to get too deep into planning because we didn't know where the vote would go. Now that we know where the vote goes, we'll really start to drill down those plans. But our goal, quite simply right now, is to make sure that every student has an experience, at least one class in their academic career, grades 9 through 12 there. We believe also that we've got to do something with our eighth grade to get kids introduced to those types of courses. So we're working on, we're looking at what our options could be with our eighth grade class as well. As those plans continue to evolve, we'll be able to answer those a little bit more in detail. But right now, we didn't want to put the cart before the horse, so to speak. So the details are going to be coming, and now that last night is in the rearview mirror, so to speak, and we got a strong message in terms of the direction we have to go. We're excited for now what's in front of us in terms of planning for those details. So
this question might be carts and horses in wrong orders too, but I'll ask it anyway. What kinds of trades, what kinds of classes might be taking place there?
That's a good question. We'll have, obviously we'll have the traditional, the vocational classes there, but this is going to be bigger than vocational classes. We're thinking there could be classes like culinary arts. There could be classes like sports medicine. There could be entrepreneur type classes. Could be technology type courses. We're still ironing those out. We do have the 7 career pathways identified, but what classes go underneath those pathways have yet to be identified. So we'll get that taken care of here in the future as we hope to open the Career Academy by the fall of 2021 to help ease some of the crowding that might be over on the campus at the high school while the construction is going on over there.
That's a pretty aggressive timeline. It's 2 years, but boy, that doesn't take long for 2 years to fly past.
Well, the nice thing on acquiring a facility that's already been built is the 4 walls are already up.
Yeah, right.
There'll be no delays due to weather because it's all
plumbing
inside.
and electricity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. So the infrastructure is already there, and so as far as construction delays go, there should be very minimal construction delays with that. So I think the biggest delay, Steve, that might result from the Sam's Club transformation, so to speak, might be our ability to effectively program what should go in that building. So we're looking forward to what that building will do for us.
All right. Well, if you need a radio broadcasting course to mess up the young kids, call us and we'll get over there. We'll get something cooking for you.
There is talk that we're going to do some kind of journalism over there.
Oh, there you go.
And set up the green screen and everything else. So
I like
maybe you'll
it.
have to move your studio over there.
Oh,
Well-
no. You're not getting me out of this building.
We need to get good reporting back in the media. There's no
I
doubt
know.
about that, but we'll take that another time. Last question for you, Brandon.
Sure.
How are you going to rebuild Moorhead High School? You're basically going in the same footprint you are now.
Absolutely. So good question, and I think there's some great planning that's going on with that. It's going to be divided into 2 phases. So now that the bond is passed, we're looking at putting in the parking lots, some additional parking over there this summer. And we won't move any dirt other than that this summer. We'll get the plans. We'll finalize those over the course of the next school year, and then we hope to be in the ground not this summer but the next summer building. So we hope to have phase 1 done by the fall of 2023, and then we'll move the kids over into the new academic wing. And over the course of that next year, we'll take down the old facility and then begin phase 2. So everything should be completed over there by the fall of 2024.
All right. We wish you all the best. It's going to be a lot of changing and adapting and figuring it out, but that's okay when you're building towards something good.
We feel good about it. So thank you for having me on this morning.
Thanks for coming over.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
no problem. Thank you.
Brandon Lunak, Superintendent of Public Schools in Moorhead, and they are celebrating over